MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key. I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo, pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo, pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one. So now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Ravens at 9 and 6 now. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
They go play action with Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, look at that. A nice catch by Bateman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Still leaves him with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball in the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
And maybe some indecision on what to do, and they're going to get a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now Austin. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
The holding penalty and negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Pickett now on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Jackson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Patrick Ricard, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Pickett to throw on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Calais Campbell on the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Pickett back to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. They'll try the right side with Harris. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Pickett will look to throw it here. Completes this one to Pickens. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw, Pickett. Slant route, and he's got Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 21. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Pickett. Johnson's got it complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
The fullback wide, and he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
After the interception, here's Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Jackson on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there looked like nobody. Open now, second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. So they opted to run the ball there on 3rd down on their side of the field.
I wonder if that was a called play, or did he check into it? And if he did, that took a lot of guts because on his own side of the field, an obvious passing down, decides to run the football and they pick up the 1st down. Give that man a ton of credit.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Flushed out right. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That is definitely what we call a defensive uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. That's what I call.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick-6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now. There he goes, right side. 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Jackson. And that will be incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here's Austin. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but Pickett lost it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective.
Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw, Pickett. And now here's another interception.
Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know the situation.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. They juked him. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
64 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Patrick Ricard with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They'll run again with Harris. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Now Pickett will look to pass it.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Adafe Owe
In there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 9 now from the 21. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now on 1st down, Drake again. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Pickett backed up into his end zone here. He finds his tight end, Gentry. And he is out of bounds here. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Pickett now from near his own goal line.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. Pickett finding Claypool, good for a Pittsburgh first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. To the air on first down with Pickett. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
77 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Baltimore, they get an all-important 10th win to move them to 10-6 with 1 week to go. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.